Before having fun with kegs at a Fort of Fortune and stealing another chest to add to my collection, you may be wondering which part the fire plays in all of this. When I first became a servant of the flame, like most reapers, I had the dream of burning down everything in my path as we sailed the waves with the words, "Let the flame burn," in our mouths. As it happens, unless you're on a galleon, there's not really much burning going on, so I decided to show the Guardians that we could not be stopped, and the flame really will burn as they sink, only taking damage to their ship from fire. But first, I had to see what would give me the greatest chance of success, as this was going to be no easy task. Stocking up on fire bombs and renovating the red beard, I was ready to hit the seas, but as I saw an ashen wind, I knew the skull would come in handy, which turned out to be more true than I was expecting. Soon enough though, old Horatio was swiftly taken care of, and now was the time to ready myself for war, as I awaited the arrival of my opponent, once I'd sold of course. After a short wait, a ship arose and the battle for the seas had begun. This may not have been a Guardian, but this would prove that we meant business, so I wasted no time manoeuvring my ship around, avoiding fire until I could get a boarding attempt off with the Ashen Skull, which came in the shape of a Ramstrat. Two ships collided as I leapt across, and with the heat of old Horatio, my opponent was no match, and they were sent to the ferry in a pile of ash, leaving me to burn and take on this vessel. The ship was engulfed in fire, and my mission was nearing completion, right before I took a blunder to the face as the red beard sank, and with it, my hopes of proving myself. Time and time again, I was so close to victory, but all would leave me lying at the bottom of the ocean. But I decided that it's not over yet, I hoped. Once my ship was repaired and ready to sail, I spotted a Fort of Fortune in the distance, so over I headed to get myself yet another Ashen Skull. However, it quickly appeared that I will have to fight my way through this one. Arriving, seeing another ship, we began to fire, but seeing two pirates on board theirs, I knew I was going to have to try and play this smart. Grabbing a keg and diving straight towards them, I only had one plan, and as I'm sure you'd presume, they enjoyed their new present. As they began heading back though, I knew my time was limited, so I called upon a fellow crewmate to join me in this battle. With another man on board, we were able to outplay them yet again, with me placing another keg below deck. After this, we were able to gather all of the treasure on board now that the fort was complete, heading off, but selling all but the Ashen Skull. We were ready to go, and waited for our enemy to arrive. Soon enough, they were here. Guardians came towards us with tenacity, and I decided to capitalize on a boarding attempt that I saw. And as both were taken out easily, I wasted no time in burning their vessel. Their ship, like the Reaper before, was just about to sink from the flames that had taken over, but a swift blunderbuss put a stop to that. Arriving back, we were now on a crash course with them, and I boarded instantly, showing me they had not recovered from before, so all that I could do now was hold them off. Victories were short-lived however, as a Reaper galleon decided to sail up and almost instantly sink us. But despite this, my point was proven. A message had been sent to the Guardians of Fortune that the flame will most certainly burn, and if you believe otherwise, then I'm sure we'll meet in battle one day. But until then, click this video on screen to see me raise £500 for charity, and don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed this tale. Arrgh!